Preventative maintenance, I cannot stress it enough. Myself, I think I do a pretty good job, but I know I could be doing better. All right, so I'm doing some routine maintenance on my Can-Am Renegade. And once I dove in, I found something extra that I'm gonna have to fix. Anybody else have that type of situation come up ever? And really, what is maintenance? Maintenance is inspecting and making repairs, replacing things before they fail.
Look at that. U-Joint has left the chat. Yeah, I guess I have not been doing a good job of checking this. Holy cow.
I pride myself in doing a pretty good job of maintaining my vehicles, any of my equipment. But sometimes you might get a little bit lazy. And that's something that happened to me. I got lucky. I found something that could have been major damage.
So have a look, you see here, you see that? If you're at a keen eye, you can see what the problem is. But let me just show, that's not good.
Now, let's just go to, say, your owner's manual, or as Can-Am calls this, the operator's guide. It talks to you about maintenance intervals. And the one thing I want to talk about, I have a Can-Am Renegade 1000 XMR, and it states, it breaks it down into trail riding conditions, and then it also talks about operation in severe riding conditions, dusty or muddy, or carrying heavy loads. Basically, what the difference between the two is, it's half the time. The severe duty, you need to do things more and more frequently.
Almost there. It's all mud.
All right, so what I ran into was on my rear suspension, the Renegade has trailing arm suspension, and I knew I needed to replace the bearings that go in the swing arm. This is it right here. Wheel bearings down here. I've replaced these before and I've kept them lubricated. You got to get yourself a little greaser thing. It's a pain in the butt. You got to take it apart to grease it, but it'll save you some heartache. These aren't the easiest thing to change just because of the trailing arm is. It's not the easiest thing to get into a press. So I took these off and I said, you know what, took it to my dealer to get it done. And they had it done in no time. However, okay, actually, let me back up. And you know why I needed to replace these is because I had a lot of play. This whole thing just played up and down and it causes havoc with everything. When you get play in one thing, it'll cause other things to get more stress, such as your shock bushings, your sway bar bushings. So the rear sway bar, and there's two bushings that go on the outside, on the left and right hand side where the sway bar goes through the frame. I've replaced those twice with Can-Am ones, and I still have play. This one's only a year old. So what I decided to do was to actually get some aftermarket ones that are available, that they're a lot more durable. They're more pricier, but I'm tired of those ones wearing out. Oh, it moved. Oh, it moved. I think we got her. Yes, there she comes. Ha ha! Success! So if you have play in bushings and bearings, yeah, you know what? It's not necessarily an immediate you need to replace parts. If it's greasable, keep the grease in there to help keep everything tight, but it's not a fix. It'll help, but you need to get it replaced eventually. So what I did with my machine, I knew I needed to replace these bearings, but it basically went a whole season. I'll get to it later. Bushings and bearings can be replaced, but the parts that they're held into, say on your frame, if you get too much movement, it can wallow out those holes, and then you can be in a big problems trying to fix it going forward. So that's what I wanted to try to eliminate. Well, boys, I'm no mechanic or electrician, but I'm pretty sure this is probably the source of my problem. But sometimes when you're already in an area and you got it all apart, that's the best time to spend some money. But I hear you, man, it just keeps, how deep do you want to go down the rabbit hole? So sometimes get the stuff done that's hard to get done, and if you can come back to it later and do it, you actually got to come back and do it. So once I was taking the trailing arms off, I noticed something, and I'm kind of embarrassed. It's embarrassing because this is something that's completely avoidable, and I'm lucky I didn't get more damage. This here is your rear drive shaft that goes from your It delivers power from the engine to the rear wheels through the differential. Okay? This one's brand new. I had to get a new one, and I'll explain why. That right there, that's too much play. Okay? There's too much play. Like it's a little, it's not bad. It's not gritty, but that's too much, okay? When I was in there, I noticed right away that something was wrong. And again, it's my fault. I didn't grease the friggin' U-joints. I thought I did. I know I've been doing a good job of greasing all my other suspension components, but universal joints, you need to keep the grease in there, but you don't want to get too much because you can cause problems. Let me show you. So I happen to have a universal joint. Many of you have seen these, but there's some new people out there that just don't really understand. So I happen to have a new one because I got it last year when I thought I needed one, but it turns out when I was checking things, I didn't have movement from this universal joint being loose. The actual bolt was loose that holds the drive shaft in. It'd come loose a little bit. And I put friggin' Loctite in those things, man. You gotta check everything. Inside the cap here, there's a bunch of little tiny needle bearings. If there's not enough grease in there, they can actually fall out. But what'll happen is, if there's not enough grease in there, water will get in, wash it away, then you get dirt and stuff in there, and then this can't move anymore, and it starts to rust. Once it starts to rust, you're not gonna get any movement, it's game over. Now, when you're greasing these, you need to avoid not putting too much, because then you put too much pressure and it can cause a problem. So you just want to keep them lubed, okay? Now the problem people can run into is when you go to grease something, grease doesn't go in. You put it on, squeeze it, and then grease all comes out here. That's no good. You got to make sure the grease is actually coming out of the joints where it's supposed to. Now let me show you the other side here. Like this got worn right out. Like look at it. It's just a mess. Look at it, just started rubbing. This thing came apart. I'm lucky that this didn't blow apart and then take out my diff or my transmission or the gearbox. Man, like there's no grease in that at all. And I'm the only one to blame. Like look at, that's bad. Like this is preventable. This is preventable, and that's the sad part. What I ended up doing was, I had one U-joint, and they're not cheap. So I would need 2 U-joints, and then I need to replace this yoke piece. So I took it in to see if I get it rebuilt, if it was worth it. And with the damage, it's like, with the cost, it was only about $50 more just to get a whole new drive shaft, and then everything's good to go. Then the other important thing, again, I talked about not taking shortcuts, which we tend to do. You know what I'm saying? What I also got was a new oil seal for the differential. Now that thing, I just changed it last year. It's not leaking or anything, but the yoke piece that goes in right here, this has got like little pits and stuff, you know? So this surface and the oil seal surface, they mate together. So if you've got a brand new of this and then the seal's not new, it's just gonna end up leaking. So, you know, I know what's another 25 bucks for a seal, a little bit more work to get it out, but then I know everything's gonna be hunky-dory. This machine's 5 years old. It's time to redo all the bushings in the front end. And that includes the shocks. I mentioned before about if your wear parts wear out, replace them before it gets too late. So right here, this is this is the top eyelet. There's a sleeve and a bushing that goes in here, and I got a lot of play. But what happens is if things wear out and you get too much movement, you're gonna get a wear out in this, and then you probably it's probably just as cheap to get a new shock or have to get new body pieces. And this isn't gonna be easy to source either. This is for the shock. There's a lot of movement. It really moves a lot side to side, up and down a little bit. I priced out these bushings. The bushings are like $15 for one of these. I can't believe it. It can't be. It's got to be for a pair. I don't know. But this is the sleeve, and the sleeves were like 33 bucks. I couldn't believe it. Like, it's stainless steel, okay? But I checked them out just to see if I really needed to replace them. And when you look at it, like, these are walled out, man. So I'm replacing all these. Got new brake pads. Like, you know, you just get in there. Brake pads aren't cheap. Like, jeez, like, so I need new brake pads all the way around.
Nice and tight there now. No wobble. I can move that really easy in and out before.
So many people are really diligent in cleaning and washing their machines, but that's the first step to maintenance. After your ride, you need to go and inspect things, check things for movement, you know, jack the thing up, check things for play, then grease things again, keep everything fresh, and you know you're gonna be good for the next ride. Because the worst thing is to just sit there and go, put some gas in her and everything worked good last time. But you know what? That could turn out to bite you in the butt. And the worst thing is to have a breakdown when you're out riding, and that day you've got planned out with your buddies, or there's a great big group ride and you've been looking so forward to it, you book some time off work, and then it gets cut short because something went wrong and it's something that you could have caught before. Avoid that. I just wanted to share this with some of you out there, and take your time, be diligent. Unfortunately, it's going to cost you some more money. That's enough time talking to you people. I got to get this machine back together. I got lots to do. The snow's melting around here. It's going to be full-on riding season before you know it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.